Have you ever wondered what drives the complex processes in our bodies? Well, the answer lies in a group of fascinating chemicals known as hormones. These are essentially the body's messengers, traveling through the bloodstream to tissues and organs, orchestrating processes like growth, metabolism, and reproduction. Now imagine these hormones as keys and our body cells as locks. The hormones, or keys, fit into the locks or receptors on our cells, triggering them to carry out specific functions. Among these two hormones, estrogens and progestins play a vital role. Estrogens, often considered the female hormones, are crucial for sexual and reproductive development, especially in women. Progestins, on the other hand, are synthetic versions of progesterone, a hormone that regulates menstruation and pregnancy. So why are we talking about these hormones? Because understanding them is not only intriguing but essential. It's the first step in understanding contraceptives and other related medical compounds. Understanding these hormones is the first step in understanding contraceptives and other related medical compounds. So, what exactly are estrogens and progestins? Well, let's dive in. Estrogens and progestins are two types of hormones that are primarily involved in the regulation of the female reproductive system. But they're not just about reproduction. They also influence a variety of other physiological functions in our bodies. Estrogens, for instance, are key players in the development of secondary sexual characteristics in females. They help regulate the menstrual cycle and are even involved in maintaining the health of our bones and cardiovascular system. Progestins, on the other hand, are no less important. They play a pivotal role in preparing the uterus for pregnancy and maintaining it throughout gestation. They also have a role in breast development and function. Now, where do these hormones come from? Well, they're synthesized in the ovaries, the primary female reproductive organ. The process is quite fascinating. In a nutshell, cholesterol in the body is converted into pregnenolone, which is then transformed into progesterone, a type of progestin. This progesterone can then be further converted into various forms of estrogens. But it's not just a free-for-all. The synthesis and release of these hormones is meticulously regulated by a complex system involving various other hormones and feedback mechanisms. For example, the levels of estrogens and progestins in the body can influence the release of hormones like the follicle-stimulating hormone and the luteinizing hormone, which in turn regulate the production of estrogens and progestins. It's a finely tuned symphony of hormonal interplay. But what's the point of all this? Why should we care about estrogens and progestins? Well, these hormones are not just about the birds and the bees. They're fundamental to our health and well-being. Plus, understanding how they work can lead to significant advancements in medicine. These two hormones, in particular, play a crucial role in the development of contraceptives. They are the backbone of contraceptive pills, patches, and injections that millions of people rely on every day. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. But more on that in the next scene. Stay tuned. So how do contraceptives work? That's an excellent question, and the answer is fascinating. Contraceptives like birth control pills, patches, injections, or rings are a marvel of modern medicine that utilize the properties of hormones such as estrogens and progestins to prevent pregnancy. Let's dive into the science behind this. Estrogens and progestins are two hormones that play a critical role in the female reproductive cycle. An increase in their levels in the body can trick it into thinking it's already pregnant, thereby inhibiting ovulation, the release of eggs from the ovaries. No egg, no fertilization, no pregnancy. But that's not all. These hormones also alter the lining of the uterus, making it less hospitable for a fertilized egg to implant and grow. The cervix, the lower part of the uterus, thickens its mucus under the influence of these hormones, creating a sticky barrier that is difficult for sperm to navigate. These contraceptive methods are highly effective when used correctly. Birth control pills, for example, are over 99% effective with perfect use. However, human error, such as forgetting to take a pill, can drop this rate to around 91%. It's important to note that while contraceptives are excellent at preventing pregnancy, they do not provide protection against sexually transmitted infections or diseases. For that, barrier methods like condoms are necessary. Remember, everyone's body is different, and what works well for one person may not work as well for another. Therefore, it's crucial to discuss with a healthcare provider to find the contraceptive method that best suits your body and lifestyle. Contraceptives are a remarkable application of our understanding of estrogens and progestins, but contraceptives aren't the only medical compounds that involve these hormones. The same principles are used in other areas of medicine, showing the versatility and importance of these hormones in our bodies. So stay tuned as we delve into the world of specific estrogen receptor modulators and aromatase inhibitors. Ever heard of SERMs and aromatase inhibitors? Let's dive into these two fascinating groups of compounds that play a crucial role in managing certain hormone-dependent conditions. Specific estrogen receptor modulators, or SERMs, are a unique class of drugs. They function by selectively binding to estrogen receptors in different tissues. Now you might wonder, why is this selectivity important? Well, by selectively binding, they can either block or activate the effects of estrogen depending on the tissue. For instance, in the breast tissue, SERMs act as estrogen blockers, which can be beneficial in treating estrogen receptor-positive breast cancer. Let's take the example of a popular SERM, tamoxifen. It binds to the estrogen receptor in breast tissue, blocking the effects of estrogen and thereby slowing down the growth of hormone-dependent breast cancer cells. But in other tissues like bone and heart, tamoxifen mimics the effects of estrogen, which can be protective. Now let's switch gears and talk about aromatase inhibitors. Aromatase is an enzyme that plays a critical role in the production of estrogen. By inhibiting this enzyme, these drugs reduce the overall level of estrogen in the body. This mechanism is particularly useful in postmenopausal women, where the majority of estrogen is produced through the aromatase pathway. Aromatase inhibitors such as letrozole, anastrozole, and exemestane are often used in the treatment of hormone receptor-positive breast cancer in postmenopausal women. By reducing the levels of estrogen, these drugs limit the fuel for the growth of breast cancer cells. So, in essence, both SERMs and aromatase inhibitors play a pivotal role in hormone therapy for conditions like breast cancer. They act on different stages of the estrogen pathway and provide a comprehensive approach to managing hormone-dependent conditions. Remember, while these compounds have been a significant leap forward in hormone therapy, they are not without side effects and are usually administered under careful medical supervision. These compounds are key in managing certain hormone-dependent conditions. So keep in mind, the world of hormones is complex, but it's also incredibly fascinating. Let's not forget about antiprogestin. An intriguing player in the world of hormones, antiprogestin, as the name suggests, counters the effects of progesterone, another vital hormone in the body. Now you might be wondering, why would we want to block progesterone? Well, let's dive into that. Progesterone plays a significant role in the menstrual cycle and pregnancy. It prepares the uterus for a potential pregnancy after ovulation, and if pregnancy does occur, progesterone helps maintain it. Here's where antiprogestin comes in. By blocking progesterone, antiprogestin can prevent the uterus from preparing for pregnancy, thus serving as an effective method of contraception. However, the uses of antiprogestin aren't limited to contraception alone. This versatile compound has found its place in various medical treatments. One of the most notable is its use in medication abortions. In this process, a type of antiprogestin known as mifepristone is used. Mifepristone works by blocking the action of progesterone, which is necessary for pregnancy to continue. This causes the lining of the uterus to break down, effectively ending the pregnancy, but it doesn't stop there. Antiprogestin is also being explored for its potential in treating endometriosis, a painful condition where tissue similar to the lining of the uterus grows outside of it. By blocking progesterone, antiprogestin could potentially slow or stop the growth of this tissue. In the field of oncology, antiprogestin shows promise as well. Some breast and ovarian cancers are sensitive to progesterone. By blocking this hormone, antiprogestin could limit the growth of these cancer cells, offering a new avenue for treatment. So, as you can see, understanding hormones goes far beyond basic biology. Antiprogestin, this fascinating molecule, is a testament to how our growing knowledge of hormones can lead to breakthroughs in medical treatments. From contraception to cancer treatments, the potential applications of antiprogestin are vast and exciting. It truly underscores the importance of continuing research in this field. Intrigued by how hormones influence our health and medicine? This exploration has shed light on the pivotal roles of estrogens and progestins, the cornerstone of many contraceptive methods. We've unpacked the intricate mechanisms of contraceptives, revealing how they harness our body's own hormonal processes to prevent pregnancy. We've delved into the realm of specific estrogen receptor modulators and aromatase inhibitors, highlighting their critical function in treating conditions like breast cancer, osteoporosis, and infertility. Furthermore, we've explored the intriguing world of antiprogestin, a powerful tool against certain gynecological disorders and cancers. These insights underscore the profound importance of hormones in medical treatments and advancements. Their mastery enables us to navigate our health, innovate in medicine, and improve quality of life for countless individuals. Subscribe for more because you won't find me later. Dive deeper into the fascinating world of hormones and medicine with us.